Okay. We Gucci. Got my to-do list. And go to Discord. Open up YouTube. Oh shit, where's my, oh, here we go. Copy link address. All right, here we go, everyone. Back to work. Or actually, how do you, indie horror, how do you spell shenanigans? Indie horror, I'm gonna end up writing a slur if I try. Indie horror dev stream. Swing by and say what's up. Parentheses, unless you suck. Okay, and then paste. And then boom, boom, boom. Send. Okay. And refresh this chat. Yep, there we go. Okay. And we have all of our files sorted. Yes, yes. Okay, hit the orchestra warm-up. All right. Gotta get ready for the show, gotta get ready for the show, gotta get ready for the show. Gotta give him a good show, gotta give him a good show, gotta give him a good show. It's gonna be a good show, it's gonna be a good show, it's gonna be a great show. It's gonna be a good show, it's gonna be a great show, it's gonna be a wonderful show. What a hell of a show. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Wahoo, wahoo. Wahoo. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay. Forgot to open the music. What is it today? I think we kick it off immediately with short track length. Booyah. Booyah. What time is it? Tokyo time. 8:21 a.m. Good morning. Ohayou gozaimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu. 8:21. Yep. True dat. True dat. Good morning. This sounds kind of like Mortal Kombat music, huh? Wait, can you even hear this? Oh, I think I need to... Yeah, it is on here. It is on here. Okay. This kind of sounds like Mortal Kombat shit. We got a good one today for you folks. See, let me try to find a... Yeah, I'm chilling with this. I could live with this. Did you just wake up? How long you been up? How long have you been woke? All right. The things I'm working on today: trap familiar dialogue. Cage should have floor and carry animals when picked up. Right. I kind of missed that. It's kind of one I missed since like 6:30. It's pretty early. I, on the other hand, was up until 4 something in the morning, and then kept waking up in the middle of the night to pee because Fanny Slam kept me so wet. And then maybe 12 to sometime afternoon. After 12 is when I woke up today. It didn't feel amazing. And I'm still a little groggy. And actually, I will be taking, just to really mitigate some bullshit, I will be taking a single 200 milligram ibuprofen gel capsule. You can't get this hard shit out in Nippon, brother. Can't get this hardcore shit in Nippon. stop saying that. So I'm trying, but then, you know, how am I going to play the finals after I work? It's like telling me not to breathe or eat or poop. You telling me to hold in my poop? Okay. Okay. Cage should have floor. Yep. OBS scenes need to be output and monitor. Yeah. So I found out that wasn't even my problem. Holy shit! I'm not into this. No, thank you. Oh, there's all these are from the same album. Damn, some of these kind of fucking suck. Why are these sucking so bad? What if I go to organized by popular? Surely the consensus has better taste. Okay, I can do 4 to the floor. What am I looking at? This. Okay. So it took care of that. Familiar FSM template. We'll do that in a sec. The conversation then goes to, do you have anything to offer me or shall I go get the witch? Right. So let's see. The hair. Let me take a look. I need to reacclimate myself here. Familiar. So it's like it starts the conversation, right? It sets random int, so it plays that conversation. And actually, we're gonna turn off random int for a second. Okay, animator plays the idle, resets the path. Okay, starts the familiar conversation. Waits for it to be done, and when it's done, it asks if being extorted is true. Oh look, I never even store the result, that's why. Holy shit, that's absolutely why. Okay, here we go. That's what happens when you're game deving and your brain is turning off. Okay. Is this holding up right? Yeah. Good enough. Time is it? 3. I can't believe it's already 3:30. It's so crazy. All right, here we go. Oh, I have to find I'll bring it a jar. I'll bring it a jar. Oops. Oh, it's already here. Yeah, what, brother? Come on. How come? Where the fuck? Where the fuck did it go? Was it looking for me? Oh, there it is. Okay. What seekest thee of my attention? Share your word, creature. Yo, dog, you want to live forever? Yeah, that sounds kind of sick, I guess. Oh, wait. But you know what? I already fucked up. We're supposed to be testing the other conversation because I haven't finished that one yet. So in familiar, variables, random int, I'm changing this to 1. Not so random. Then we run it. Take a bottle. Where's our buddy at? There he is. Yo, wait. Okay. Let's see, see my attention. Share your word. Okay. Speak the truth. I hope thou hast found pleasure in my company and mine wisdom. Yes. Choose item in front. Okay, and if I wait here, what went wrong? Familiar. Oh,
this needs to send complete as well. Or no, finished. So it should kind of send like again, basically. So if I do this, then it will, and where be mine gift. Okay, I know what to fix. So couple things. One is that in here, instead of finished, let's say you run again. Okay. And it starts conversation. So familiar extort, let's see, dialogue, familiar extort. In this first one, excuse me. In events, I'm gonna copy this. Paste. Okay. This ends conversation. Okay. Now if it is there, right? If it sets to true, or if it detects it, it sets to true, waiting for gift, and if it sends complete, it just says thanks, and it just sets that bool to extorted. And it should make a little thank you sound. Or something. Maybe if it does that, it should, well, we'll figure that out after. But I think, yeah, okay. Let's play. Oh, okay. Come on now. I have to change the field of view on this fucking guy. Hey, right here, dummy. What the heck? Dude, why does... That's so annoying. Hang on, I really gotta change that field of view. Hair, wander, vision, 110, ignore the hair entity. It's only checking on character. Yeah. Oh, and it has to wait 1 second too. I forgot about that. Maybe it has something to do. No. Maybe offset should be 1. And the field of view could be like 125. Just gotta try it. So now the hair will hopefully be a little bit more responsive when we roll up to it. Okay. Oh, there it is. But okay, so what the fuck is it waiting for? Hair. Familiar. It's coming. It's here to idle. Oh, you know what it is? It's kind of like, that's a logic thing. That's a logic thing. Familiar. When it's here, it should also always be in route last person. Chasing blind. But all of these basically need to have if it can see the player. Oh, it's unfortunate. Okay. So much for having a clean, super clean setup. you say, you move these up, you put this one here, goes here, and you say calc dest, calc last position, or yeah, whatever. And then after it calculates that, this is no longer an action sequence. It's running, oops, it's running both of these, but we're also going to be checking for can see player, right? And if this fires off, we say continue, which goes back to here. It's kind of crazy to have all these checks like this, but you kind of need to. So this should send complete instead of finished, right? Like that. And then you should have a check in here for continue. And then it goes back down here, enable FSMs. Franny Slam. Franny Slam. Good morning, even though it's 3:35 p.m. for me. Morning is a subjective thing. I argue that morning is really just in the eye of the beholder. Staying wet for you, as always. So wet for you. It's 12:35 for me, but I'm still ahead of you. PM, so it's noon. Well, oh, right. As far as like, you're on, does that mean you're on the 10th right now? You're on February 10th? I didn't realize New Zealand was that far ahead. Oh, they're so far ahead. They're so progressive. New Zealand's so progressive. Haven't you seen, like, on all the films produced in New Zealand, they always have the thing at the end that says, like, we acknowledge and give thanks to our indigenous, like, ancestors and original and proper owners of this land. They have, like, they always have that little bar of text on things. Tuesday, isn't it? It's Tuesday, isn't it, Golf? Yeah. Okay, surely this fixes all of my problems. Enable FSMs goes back. Okay. Now our hair won't be as aloof. We do not have an aloof rabbit anymore, hopefully. Please, no aloof rabbits. Here we go. Grab a little bottle as a gift, right? It's kind of like, oh. I do need to make it so that we look down at the hair. What seeketh thee my attention? If it pleases you, share a word to, yeah, share your word, creature. You speak the truth. Yes. Choose item and drop in front. So if I just wait here, and where be mine gift? Ah, fuck, hold on. Did it not set off? Is it not, oh, because I'm telling it to directly go to that state. That's kind of funny. Okay, that's my bad. So we'll do two things. One, in the hair, I'm gonna set the, let's see, neck, head. Let's focus in on its head. That's its head, right? I'm gonna tag it as head bone, so that way we look at it when the dialogue starts. But also, in dialogue, we'll make sure that this little event fires off in that state too. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Paste. Beautiful in it. Is that it? Okay, so now we should, when the hair talks to us, it should force the camera to look down at it. And the controls should also stay nice and disabled when it talks to us again, if we've made it wait. He's gonna be there at the door again. Where the fuck is this guy? There he is. Okay. Hey. So I'm gonna like look up and see if our camera moves down. What? Why not? Hang on. That doesn't make sense. Basic dialogue events, start conversation. Oh, that's right. Hang on. These next 2 weeks can't go any slower. Last day of work is next Friday! Do you mean next Friday as in literally the next, like this coming Friday? Like in 4 days? Or do you mean the Friday after next? Because technically the next Friday is the one that's coming up right now. The Friday after the literal next Friday. Oh, okay. So the Friday after next. Not to get pedantic here, but it's kind of like when people argue about two-way mirrors. Right? I think Corridor Crew had that video where they're arguing over what a two-way mirror is, or a one-way mirror, and I think that's what they're arguing about. They're like, oh, I think it's called a one-way mirror. No, I think it's called a two-way mirror, or whatever the hell. And then they look it up, and it's like one-way mirrors, also called two-way mirrors. Like, next implies the week. Does it though? I mean, you're saying next Friday. So you're saying of the available Fridays, it's the next one. So I don't know about that. If I say this Friday, well, here's the problem, is that next and this can be the same, because it's sort of about the proximity, right? Because like my phone is right here, or this webcam, right? I could say, if I'm like over here, I could be like that webcam. It's also reasonable enough to say that since I'm still in this room, I could say this webcam, and because I'm kind of pointing at it, right? And then I come over here and I get closer. I think you might immediately go to this webcam because I'm like right here, this one. But it would also make sense if there was like maybe several for me to kind of go with that. But it's kind of like, again, the proximity thing makes it a little bit more implied. But it's never like, I don't believe in this, and I don't understand the majority who do. Thank you. I'm so glad you have my back. I'm with you, Steven. Good, thank you. We're not insane. It's always Booyah that has some wackadoo, tinfoil hat ass fucking conspiracy theory about how people should be speaking. You know what? There's like an infinite amount of clips you can pull from a Booyah stream where it's like, how did brother land on that? Linguistically, how did brother land on that? Life is relative to the week you're living in. We are insane, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, it really isn't. At least we're able to articulate it, right? Also, this is a little too. Look how ripped this shirt is. I've had this shirt for years. Wait, where's it? This one. And it ripped, but it kind of makes it cooler that it's ripped, right? Isn't that fashionable? You kind of you have like a. But see, what's weird is like now when I button it up and it's ripped, it doesn't look as cool. It's like it's cooler when it's ripped and this button is like that. You know what I'm saying? Can't put it on this part because that is so. Maybe do like right here. Yeah, and I clipped them all. Deep V, yeah. I've always loved just breathy shirts. Oh, I love it. I love that kind of shit. Hang on now. So I think like the husband is a good example of this. I think basically whenever you talk to the husband, I send an event, entered house conversation. Right here, player look at speaker. Ah, that's right. And then you send it to the character root. Okay. And you put a little okie dokie. Because I don't necessarily want that to happen all the time. Familiar. We'll make the conversations blue. Where be mind gift? Blue. Yeah. Okay, you do run FSM. You can copy this wait action, make it 0.1, and we'll say no category, player look at speaker, and then it's this game object. Does this have a delay in it? It does. Oh, I don't need to put these anymore. I don't need to put the 0.1 beforehand. I could just put the thing. Okay.
What is this? Is this a, how do I copy this? Zoom in. Ooh, I didn't know you could zoom in on chat. Oh, this is so helpful for these tiny ass emotes. This looks like,
yeah. Okay. This is a safe space for things like that. Did I zoom out too much? This is absolutely a safe space for things like that. Copy and paste right here. Johnny Deep V. Oh, is it supposed to be Johnny Depp V? Is that the joke? Johnny, right. That's hard. Okay, I appreciate the effort on that one. We could workshop it a little bit, but for sure, it's gonna be in the show. Now the rabbit should look at us. Look at me when I'm talking to you. That's what he's thinking, the rabbit. Ooh, I can't wait to do the voice for the rabbit. It's like, I'm Mr. Rabbit. Like that. I'm Mr. Rabbit. I'm a real bunny. I'm a little bunny. I'm a little bunny rabbit. Do I get to do a voice? Do you want to do a voice? Do you want to do a voice? Okay, right here. I'm gonna look away from him. Oh, son of a bitch. Hold on. Player. No. Hair. How come? But actually, I don't. Familiar. Oh, wrong hair. This hair. Start conversation. Show hole. Turning. Says player look at character head bone. Well, what did it not? Get child. Character root. And I set the character root, right? Oh, I never got it at the... My brain is it's a little foggy. It's a little, like last night, I really I got pushed to the edge, and so I might not be at 100% today. Here we just gotta put in a get owner in here. Oops. Okay, this game object. All right, now it works. 100% it works. No doubt in my mind. Everything on the line, bet it all on the fucking... Everything on black right now. This works. You could do a voice, Booyah. You know, if you ever do voice acting for Alpine... Ooh, fucking jam right now. I'm absolutely good. I have to. I'll audition for every single role. I'm gonna try my hardest to get a role on Alpine. What about Alpine, the Hulu series? Is Hulu still around? Okay, I'm gonna look away from the rabbit. There we go. Okay. What seeks to get my attention? Share your word, creature. Agree. Agree. And then choose an item. Okay, we're just gonna wait here. Where be mine gift. Choose an item, drop in front of it. So you can just keep saying this. I think there has to be sort of a limit, right? Where you keep saying that. and then it's like maybe after several iterations, it's like, what are you doing? You're just wasting my time. I'm gonna go talk to the witch. Yeah. So, but then if I do put like this, it should stop it, right? Good, it works. We gave him something, so now all we have to do is make sure that he takes the thing and like runs away with it. Let's actually look at the FSM just to see where we land. Yep, he lands in the thanks state. Zoidsec, hello, how's the progress? Zoidsec, welcome in. The progress is good. We're chipping away at tiny little silly, stupid mistakes that I made in my stupor last night. But we are making good progress. And as you might have observed, the hair is making good deals with us. If I had like 350K budget, I'd do full voice acting. 350, it's fucking so crazy. Do you think like, what do you call it? Disco Elysium, what the fuck, Zaum? Do you think Zaum spent $350,000 for all their voice acting? I'm very curious to know what Zaum's budget was for the voice acting of Disco. Zoidsec, how you doing? How are you today? Okay, so what we need to do is make sure that when it does take the item, let's see what happens. So it's like it asks for an item and it says thanks. I think it should just kind of piss off, right? I think if you give it the item, it should pay off. So this should output the gift found as well. Dropped object, we'll make it an output. And that way, gift to take, right? And so what it can do is destroy object, gift to take, which is kind of crazy. I don't know, that's a bit of a nuclear option. Because what if you give it a really important item and then you soft lock yourself? Should you be able to get the item back? No, but that's how much fuck off money I'd need to take on the headache. On the headache. Yeah. Also, there are like 100 other things I'd pay for first. Right. What are, okay, top 2 things if you had, let's say, top 2 things that you split your money on. And maybe if you really want to give us some insight, like what the split ratio would be. But top 2 things that you'd spend your money on if you had 100K to spend on Alpine Lake. Just 100K. Good. Early here in Australia, just chilling, drinking coffee, and doing some work on the side while watching your epic stream. It is, in fact, an epic stream this morning. You know what we're gonna do? We gotta fuck it. I know there was already a jam playing, but like, we do it. And I'm turning this off this time.
Sorry, I just realized my mic was off. Hold on, I'll go back. Yeah, sorry, my bad. So you said, I'd love to hire a fucking stellar character artist to update my character model and class, and then you said the animation stuff. And I was saying that it's a little surprising. I'm not totally surprised. I can imagine you saying that because I've heard you talk about those things before. But at the same time, I'm just surprised because those have been taken far enough that something like voice acting or like the sound design stuff or the soundtrack, I'm surprised because those are parts of your game that you haven't fully tapped into, that you wouldn't want somebody to cover a base that you haven't already covered. I guess that's where a little bit of my surprise comes from, but I totally understand your reasoning. He's giving the speech of a century too. Wait, but you can hear me now, right? There's not that much of a delay in chat. Narrative and sound effects person, maybe third and fourth higher. Narrative, yeah, we hear you. Yeah, narrative, that's also like, man, that's so much work. Even last night, right? I spent a good portion of time like writing that dialogue, and I have to take all that dialogue and get it fucking proofread by Geppetto just to make sure that I'm not, because most often I'm writing shit that is like doesn't make sense, and I'm using the wrong thee and thou and all that. But if you had like an expert just to be like right next to you and like cranking good dialogue out, that'd be great. I helped. Fanny did help. Fanny made a great call. Shout out to Verily, because I was gonna say Truly, but Verily was a very good shout. Very good shout. So I think I kind of want to make it so that it doesn't destroy the object, but maybe it deactivates it. And then that way, if you ever kill the hare, maybe it spawns, the item that it took spawns next to you or something. Gift to take, deactivate. Verily, and also sub. Yeah. Yeah. These are great notes. If only everybody had like a proofreader like that. Who's the one that was like fucking the proofreader that would read, oh shit, what's her name? Gertrude Stein. Right? Was she a writer? I think she was mostly an editor, right? Let's see. Gertrude Stein? Oh, she was a novelist and a poet. And an art collector. Let's do like a little side mish really quick. She moved to Paris in 1903. She hosted a Paris salon where the leading figures of modernism in literature and art, such as Picasso, Hemingway, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Sinclair Lewis, Ezra Pound, Sherwood, Henry Matisse would meet. So I think the book became okay, QED, her activities, early life, no, Radcliffe, no, art collection, no. Literary style. I think maybe they all were just kind of hanging out, like literary career. Here we go. She's living in Paris. Anyways, okay, getting too much side quest. Everything I know about her is from Midnight in Paris, the Woody Allen movie. That's a good movie. That is a good movie. I think I watched some like BBC doc, one of those old ones that are kind of like, I forget what they're called, but the ones that I model my podcast off of. Do you guys know what I'm talking? Have you guys seen my show, The Beating Heart Behind? Oh, dude, Andrew, you have to be on this show, The Beating Heart Behind. It's terrible for my numbers on YouTube, but this is... So I do all these episodes, right? And there's actually one I still need to put up. I have one with Terry Vellman that I have not edited because it's been so long. So but let's see.
the openings look like this. Let's see, I'm gonna mute it. So these are the openings of the show. It's called The Beating Heart Behind, and this little bottle with the text floats in front of it, right? What that is, I don't know, does that look familiar to you guys? Never seen this? Yeah, I interview people from the game dev communities that I'm kind of like either adjacent in or maybe directly involved in. But I made that little opening because it reminds me of this. Or not, it reminds me of, I was directly ripping off this old BBC series called Arena, which you guys have maybe seen, which is just this. So I just tried to one-to-one recreate it, except in like a janky Blender version, which kind of fits well because I'm doing a show about video games. So you can kind of, the excuse is that it looks like a video game. Yeah, Arena. And then right now there's you can't hear it because I'll get DMCA'd, but there's a Brian Eno track playing in the background, which really ties all this together. The Brian Eno track goes so hard on this opening. But whenever you see this opening, it's always like, yes! Like, this is gonna be a fucking sick 1 to 2 hours of my life right now, learning about some cool cultural icon. And so this is let's just run it back one more time because I'm so proud of it. Here we go. Look at all those little ripples. All those little vertices twerking. The reflection of the thing. Yep. So, I don't know why I brought that up. It doesn't look familiar, but it looks cool. Yeah, it's a fucking cool show. You guys should absolutely be watching Arena. If you search BBC Arena, like on Google, maybe you can see all the episodes. And if you just find a cultural icon that you're interested in, they've covered so many. They've covered so many. And it's one of those things that are good to watch like in the morning with like a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or something, like, or on the weekend. Like, it's a very good like morning, like wake up and do this kind of activity. I love, man, BBC Arenas first thing in the morning are great. So cool. It's a good one. It's a good one. You guys let me know if you ever find anything from those that you end up watching. So let's see. Speed of morning activity beer, we got a brekkie. Get your brekkie. Get your brekkie. Brekkie. Okay. It's gonna deactivate the object, right? And then it just pisses off. Okay. We'll do I guess it enables these FSMs, right? We'll copy this, paste, enable FSMs. Where the hell is enable at? Really? Yeah. We'll call this enable FSMs too, fine. And then we'll have a little reset buffer, or like, what do you call it, like extortion buffer. Yeah, there we go. And then we do a wait, and we make it wait like, oops, somewhere around, we should do a random wait, huh? We should make it wait somewhere between 90 to 120 seconds. And when it does, you send back to, let's actually do it like this. Boom. Okay. Cool. All right, so it'll just, if you give it a gift, it'll piss off. That's great. Let's just test that, make sure that works. Man, I haven't watched like a good, like, iconic interview or panel in a while. I really used to consume so many interviews and panels. Like, what I just thought of right now was like, there was some great John Romero interviews and panels. And just hearing him talk about the old id days. Let's see, share your word feature. Okay. Choose an item. Let's just, oh, look at the trees. And where be mine gift? Choose an item. Oh, look at the well. And where be mine gift? Okay, good. Put that right there. Wow, he just takes it immediately. There needs to be, okay, but why isn't he pissing off? Wander did not get re-enabled. Wait, hold on. Familiar. Says thanks. Oh, I did not enable these. Stupid boy. Stupid, stupid baby in a basket. Okay. Enable, enable, and we'll also do a little buffer. So wait. I almost, maybe you could just, instead of putting that in there, you could just make this buffer different. So you could say, hey, do a check once every second, I guess. It might end up firing too late and then triggering, well, we'll see. That might be weird, and then it might, no, it wouldn't, okay. Okay. It says thanks, turns those on, and then it should just kind of run off and do its thing. It is pretty insane that like these all-day work sessions like still haven't. I'm about to make some huge strides, but there's still work to be done. There's still work to be done. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. The speed at which it takes it, and that's fine. Interesting. Okay, so you know what's really funny is just my internal experience right now really was like after I gave that item to it and it kind of ran off and started wandering around, my internal experience really was, even as the designer, was that the illusion is is that a coincidence that he's standing right? Yeah, that is just a coincidence. The illusion really stood as like, okay, that little guy just extorted me, and now I feel sort of safer that he's not gonna bug me because I gave him something. That he might bug me a little bit. Let's just wait right here and see if he comes at us again. Because then I could give him the candle, I guess. He should come in like, surely it's been a minute already, right? I said 90 and 120 seconds. He just might not see us. which I think is fair. Should I extend his field of view? I might change his field of view to like 165 or something. Oh, there we go. Okay, so also I feel like they might change their dialogue if they've already spoken to you before too. Because how now, pretty young doe? Maybe it can cycle through some, like hello again, right? Leave me be, wicked hair. No problem turning away from thee. Wouldst thou like me to bring the witch of the wood instead? Aye, fetch your shoe whore. Run your pretty legs, wench. The witch will find you shortly. Okay, so that needs to do something too, right? We need to make sure that the denial actually triggers like bringing the witch. So what's the logic there? Before we get there, actually, there's a couple other things that I wanted to sort out. The cage, where's it at? The cage needs an additional part. I'm gonna duplicate this and bring it down right here. And then I think what I'm going to do is remove these colliders in this game object proxy. So that's the floor of it. And then in the cage, let's see. It just tells things, it just sends the event, right? Trapped anything, trap animation, trapped animals, new entities trapped. So you say like, these are where events get sent. Okay. I should make these both green, like that's where events get sent. And then on the hair, for example, in trapped, if the animal is trapped, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, if it is trapped, we should set nav mesh agent, set property, enabled to false. Not trapped, enabled. Yep. And then in the cage, is there like a set parents? Yeah, there we go. Wait a minute. What does it look like? Children, parents. It says print an array of child game objects using a parallel array of parent game objects. What's the best way to do this? Maybe add children or something? Detach children, game object has children. This one might be the best option. Let's find set parents. And I'm gonna have Geppetto give me some feedback here. If I set one parent but have a ton of children, will all those children get set to the parent? Okay. Add the option for the single parent field. So if it's null, then the normal array version does its thing. And if not null, then use that as the parent for all the children. Okay. See if we're good. New entities trapped. Set array, set all array, send event to array, right. And then if you do set parents, you say the children are all new trapped animals, and the single parent is, let's make a new empty in here, called animals. Animals root. Okay, let's see if that works. So we should try to trap the hare. We're gonna turn our hare familiar mode off. I'm just gonna try to trap it. Okay. Take a carrot. Wait. Look at. Wait, he just got trapped. So should I be able to pick this up? Yeah, he's in there. Okay, but I need to ensure that they're all the way inside. That is kind of funny though. There we go. Wait, so how the hell am I supposed to reset it then? Wait, how come it's not resetting? Oh, it's not resetting because now when I pick it up, the rabbit is still there. It used to reset because it stopped detecting it because I was literally moving it away from the rabbit. So I think now what it needs to do is also unparent. It's to unparent these things. So picked up should but then, okay, so here's what's also frustrating about that is that it needs to send the event to all the ones that are gone. Entities that are not. I guess this is constantly checking, so it should happen pretty quickly, actually. We're about to find out. We're about to find out. Detach children. Animals root. Oh, it really doesn't work that way, because even though I'm detaching the children, oh, that is unfortunate. Oh wait, does it actually? Wait, that actually might work. That actually might work. Hang on. Yeah, because they stopped moving with it. Let's just see. Oh wait, I don't need any of this. Yo, look what I got. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put that right there. Okay, so he's in there. What am I talking about? Why do I want it to... I'm not... And there's kind of the delay I was imagining. Yep, video games. Look at that. Great. Okay, hang on. This is not it. He's having a blast. I'm not having a blast figuring out this fucking problem. That is what I need. I need this is to keep the brain, like, what do you call it? Like the malleability of it. I need to be squishy brained. I need to have a squishy, curvy brain. I don't want to be a smooth brain. So thank you for the wet down. I am too dry. Oh my god, I'm getting so wet. Jeez. Actually, I could stand for a little bit more, to be honest. Much appreciated. Dude, this is a tough one, because this object was so problematic to begin with. I was like sure this was gonna be so easy, but it is not. It is not. It's like I need to be able to pick it up and still have It's almost like I want to add a bool that says like it's called like pickup secondary or something, and then it checks if that type of object has it, and if it does, then that means you can at least hold E on the thing. And if you do hold E, then it can like open the cage. Yeah, I could just open the cage. Maybe we do that. What would that require me to do? If I added that, then I think it starts on the player. Let's see. On the player in interact. If I hit interact, it'll do the raycast, it'll do the proxy check, it'll do the is pickup thing. Oh, actually before it does the is pickup, that's where it would check is pickup advanced. And if that's true, then it checks if it's doing a tap or a hold. If it's a tap, then it just goes to is pickup. We're about to make some fucking foundational changes. Oh my god, I hope I don't break my whole damn game right now. So you do a proxy check, and then you come down here and you say, is pickup advanced? Question mark. And then we're gonna copy that so I can use that somewhere. And then we're gonna put in a FSM bool test right here. And this is where we say advanced. If it's yes, it's no, okay. If it is yes, then we have to check tap or hold. If no, then we're just going straight there. So this is tap or hold, question mark, pickup advanced. And then we take this and if it's a tap, then we just go to the pickup. But if it's a hold, then we send a secondary event to it. We send interact event 2. I think you could just go straight down here to interact event 2. And it goes to object, interact event 2. Okay. This might work. So I just need to now go on cage, object, new variables, and make a new bool called is pickup advanced. That should be an input on all of them. By default, they're all false, but on the cage, is pickup advanced is true. And what it waits for is cage trap has a interact event 2. So we move some of the logic here. Okay. So now the logic is, because before it was just like if anything is even being detected by this overlaps collider, then it's considered trapped. But now there can be things that are detected by that overlaps collider, but the door to the cage is open. So wait, does that even make sense anymore? Because, okay, so it's like if the door of the cage is open and it's empty, this is the logic. Here's the logic. If the door of the cage is open and the cage is empty, then the next time it detects anything, it closes the cage door and all the things should be told they are trapped. That stays that way until the door to the cage is open. And if the door to the cage is open, then everything in the cage should get the event that they are not trapped. Okay, that's easy enough, right? Right. Water. Oh, a little double skis. The very evil face. Grazie. Yes. Yes, this works. New entries. I think this should be cage trap door. We'll make a new FSM called cage trap door. And in here, I think you should basically be listening for door open, custom events, state, on maybe, transition state off, like that. You say door closed or is open. Hang on, sorry. Is closed, is open, opening, closing. Yo, finally free to watch. What's up, KP702? KP Kepler bro 702. What is up? How's it going? Good afternoon. Welcome in. KP, lowercase KP looks really cool together as just two letters. Like just the shape of it all looks really cool. Opening goes here. Oh wait, hold on. Is open? No, backwards. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. Boom, boom. There we go. Look at this clean little state machine. It's a good shape, it is. Cyberpunk abbreviation also looks cool. Like COD, was it Call of Duty points when they put out those coins? Which is so crazy because people were like, you know, talking mad shit about it, and then you find out that fucking Epstein had his dirty little pedo fingers inside of the Call of Duty economy, like somehow influencing it or something. I actually don't know if that's true. You know what? Forget I even said it, but those are just things that have been said around the internet lately. Also, hang on, let me, okay. So, look at little Twiddle. Is that like a weird, like, I know it's, here's how brain rotted I am. I see that little turtle emote and I think, why is that Squirtle green? Oh, those are super cute. It's like a green Squirtle. That's how brain rotted I am. Not why is, I'm not even gonna go there. Okay, hold on. Correct my posture, first of all. Oh, okay. Sometimes I lean in too much to like read some of these comments because the chat box is kind of tiny on my laptop monitor OBS thing. And then I stay down here and I'm doing like the gremlin dev. Make us bigger? Ooh. I'll make you bigger for me. Zoom in. I guess that kind of helps. You know what? I will. That actually helped a lot. That's so funny, because earlier I did zoom in and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna zoom out all the way back to what it was before. Stupid. Fanny. Yeah, I made you guys bigger for me. You're so big. Okay. So now all the logic is here. This doesn't do anything yet, but I'm gonna copy paste all this. What do you call it? Wait, this isn't the cage trap. Wait, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh, that's so funny. Cage trap isn't... let me remove this. This is stupid. And we're just gonna call this cage trap. And then X, V. Possum. You know what I was thinking about recently? I love that, you guys know that image where it's like, it's possums and they're like, let's eat trash and get hit by cars. I love that image so much. It's so fucking punk rock, and like it has an energy that I just vibe with so much. And I was thinking about that image the other day. I was like, you know what? That's a really good, as a sort of North Star, a really good sort of like, I don't know how you say it, like North Star sort of vision board for a game. Just that. It's a possum and it says, let's eat trash and get hit by cars. And then like, maybe obviously you do that in the game, right? But I was like, that'd be a really cool friend slop game where you guys are possums and you're just being fucking gross and wild and out together. What's the occasion? We got chest hair today? Well, it's gonna be warm today. And then I was like, I could do laundry, or I could wear my semi-clean shirts that I've been wearing for the past week. Or I could pick shirts that are like kind of falling apart. Look at, you can kind of, here, we'll do that. We'll do one of these. So this is ripping, right? And then, wait for it, there we go. Is this allowed? Am I breaking terms of service? Okay. I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. Bro, it's been a month of what? It's been a month of what? Okay. What the hell was I doing? I was talking about fucking possums. I need to get this show on the road. This is what I wanted to take it from. Hasn't been a month since you've done, oh no, it's been 2 months. It's been 2 months since I've done laundry. I have such a massive amount, because I bought a bunch of new underwear while I was traveling last year. And then I have a bunch of underwear here at home that's just been sitting there. And so now my combined collection is extensive, to say the least. And so are my socks. I also bought a bunch of socks when I was out there. Or that's not true, I bought a bunch of socks before I left that I took with me. Okay, new entries, got entries not trapped. So let's see, the logic should be get proxies, get something new, get animals gone, new entries trapped. So this should only send, actually hang on. We will put in a FSM, FEM bull test. FEM bull test. FEM bull test is really funny. FSM bull test. We're gonna be checking cage trap. Let's set the bull in there. Excuse me. Jeez. So closing is closed. What would be more important to check for? Is open can wait, but is closed I think is, actually, hang on, is closing, no. We don't want them to run prematurely. So, or actually, we maybe do. Well, this is whatever. Set bool advanced. We'll call this is open. It'll reset on F. So is closed. Is set to false. So it's is closed. So we should just call this is open equals false. Is open equals true. Okay. Eggs are magical. Hey? Are you just eating some eggs right now and just kind of thought crossed your mind? These are wonderful things. Eggs are pretty good. You snake. Okay, so we're setting that. That should now be available to us in here. So we could ask, hey buddy, are you is open? And if it's true, then we say, skip this part. Where is it? Skip. Like that. And bro, I'm sorry, I'm gonna mute the mic so it doesn't fucking bug you guys. I'm gonna like clear my throat all crazy. DJI Mini, here we go. You can watch the video of it though, it's gonna be insane. Here we'll do cam only. DJI Mini, mute. Okay. No, but like, you can make scrambled egg, boiled egg, poached egg, meringue, is that how you say it? Meringue? Ice cream, pasta, and basically all baking. Yep, they're so insanely versatile. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I do love me some eggs. Do love some eggs. Tomago. Okay, so it skips this. If it does skip it, it's not sending the event trapped to any of them. But does this rely on animals gone? Okay, this does all the calculations first, and this only sends the event, which is fine. Oh, wait a minute. Currently trapped animals. Detected object proxies. And then entities gone. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? When that thing, hang on. This needs to be its own state, and we do not skip here. Instead, you send here first, I think. Let's see. I just scrambled up 6 eggs for myself. That's a lot of fucking eggs. That's a whole meal. How did you, oh, you scrambled. You put a little salt in there? You put a little milk in there? How'd you do it? So let's see, animals gone, So if it's open, right? If it's true, so cage open, question mark? Or we do like cage open check. I literally just cracked the egg straight in, took it off the pan, and put salt on it. That works. Simple works. My longest standing AOL Instant Messenger screen name was simple equals good. And I was like 12 years old or whatever. So cage open check, it's checking if it's open, and if it is, I should just make some states to actually go there, because I need to cut myself some slack on these designs. If the cages, oh, hang on. I did forget that this needs to auto close though. So if the cage is open, then I think it should keep going down and say the entities are trapped now, right? But if the cage is not open, Well, if the cage is not open, it shouldn't even be detecting anything. It shouldn't even be trying to... Cage open check. This is kind of confusing, hang on. It's almost like this shouldn't be running. That's an easier way to do this. That's a way easier way to do this. I'm just gonna get rid of this. This will keep functioning as per usual. Except this doesn't reset. I think at the very end, wait, trapped animals. Oh, object picked up, trap animation. Yeah, so here is where it stays shut. Right? Waiting for reset. That's what it is, that's what it is. I think, yeah. So, it can send trap overlaps is doing this, right? And then cage trap. Wait a second. I think it's... you delete these transitions. You make these interact event 2s. Okay. Finals time for you. And I wish you the best. And I wish you the absolute best. I hope you have... I hope the other teams never get a cash out. That's what I hope. I hope they never fucking ping the box, or I hope they never tap the vault. I hope they never get a steal. And I hope you guys just sort of unanimously all are like on the same page. And I just hope you get 2 randos that are super locked in. That's what I hope for you. Because that's just the kind of guy I am. That's just what I hope for people, you know? Okay, so we're sending this interact event to cage trap, right? And what it does is it just opens and closes it. It's funny you said it the exact same way as I voice typed it. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. So in this, I think I had a like kind of a proxy in a way, where I say interact event 2 goes down here. I could delete this. I could make this red. It doesn't need to. Well, it does detach children. Yeah. I should make it so that it detaches children when it's open, so if you pick it up while it's open, the animals just stay there. Detach children. So the newly trapped animals, or what is this? Currently trapped animals. I think you send an event to currently trapped animals. You send animals not trapped. That's how you let them go. This works nicely. The finals time. Okay. Yeah. Oh man, dude, if I go to my fucking grave without ever having played with a full 5-stack on comms power shift, I'm gonna be so angry. I'm gonna be like, whether I'm on my way to heaven or fucking sinking down to hell or like doing a little one of these into limbo area. Like, I'm just gonna be so angry, dude. I've been trying so hard for the last 2 months to try to get a 5-stack in PowerShift. So here, this reset animation, this is where the open door comes in. So cage trap, this is opening. Complete transition. Yeah. And then I need to copy the other one. Closing time. Okay. Oh, and then you know what else is kind of a thing is these have to be in sync. So if this does get triggered, KP702, you about to make me so fucking wet, brother. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Look, I'm gonna make that shit bounce. Make that shit clap. You hear it clapping around? Shit sounds like macaroni and cheese. Doesn't even sound like macaroni and cheese. Trap animation. How do I keep these in sync? How do I keep these in stink? Make it stink. How do I make it stink? Trap animation happens here. I mean, I think this will instead, I'm gonna delete this. Delete this, trap animation. I think you just send an event to cage trap and you send interact event 2. And then you finish and you go here. Career change to ASMR channel. I have an ASMR channel. Ready? Here it goes. This is me. This is an ASMR channel. I made a video as recently as 3 years ago because one of the people who used to watch it found me on Instagram and they were like, I'll give you like, I think like $50 or something, $30, something, to just make a little video. To be honest, it actually might be more. I don't want to undersell them. I don't want to say they were cheap or anything. But they paid me and I was like, sure, I get it. Because I've always wanted to also pay creators I really like to come back. But yeah. Here's a bunch of videos that I made. Here's me whispering, mostly talking about like my movies and stuff. But you can go there and you can relax, learn about movies, maybe have a little wank. No way. Yeah. Yep, that was fun. It was fun while it lasted, but I got a little bored of it. Because I was like, oh, there's all these cool ideas I have for how to do ASMR, and it might be fun to share things that I'm working on, but then I was like, I think I exhausted all of the parts that I enjoyed about it. Okay, so trap animation we'll send there. Waiting for a reset. Oh wait, but is this gonna cause a, no. So this only does trap overlaps. So it should only get here if it's open. And it should not be doing anything. Or actually, that's not true. it starts open, right? And so does this. And then if it finds anything, we'll call this close the trap, right? And this will be blue. And this will be open the trap. This will also be blue. And instead of putting the animations here, you only send the events. And that way you can also just open and close it like this. But it needs to go both ways. So it needs to go both ways, right? Because the trap closes automatically. Or I guess that's just, no, actually that works, Right, hang on. The trap is open. Let me play with it and then, surely this is not all that is required of it, right? It's open, it gets automatically closed. It's waiting here. I send an event that sends interact event to, it doesn't even send to this actually. It sends to this. That's kind of a loop, isn't it? I guess it could be checking on a state that doesn't have the transition. I have this little scab that's like right on my chin. It's this tiny, tiny little scab. It's been bothering the shit out of me. This is premium content right here. This is like monkey grooming footage. The chill type of grooming. The other chill type of grooming, if you're a weirdo. Okay. So waiting for reset, because it only closes by itself. Close the trap. And then when it's closed, so I come here. I feel like you've made it worse by clarifying. Yeah. I mean, that is the joke. If I close the trap, it's closed and it's waiting for me to open it. So in here, it's closed and it's waiting for me to open it. So when I interact with it, I send an interact event here, which then goes to opening. This never receives that. So I think in here, you'd also do a send event to game object FSM, trap overlaps, interact event 2. So that will open, that will send off so it knows to be open. And then make this an action sequence. And then, so now it's open. But here's the thing. If there are animals in it, it's like, you know, how does it not just keep looping to automatically close itself? What's your OBS network reading? 6224 6100. It's like floating very steadily at like 100 to 200 kbps above 6K. It's basically floating right at like 6,200. Yeah, it's very steady. Why? Is there problems over there? You're frozen right now? For you? Huh. And did you refresh your browser? Let me see. Is anybody else in chat getting a weird, getting weird shit? Oh, you're right. Hey, I see it. I see it on my YouTube stream too. Actually, hang on. Is it? No, it's not. No, it's fine for me. But also, what about Twitch? Let's see. Yeah, looks pretty animated to me. Okay. So, yeah, the thing I have to account for now is like, if I opened it, then trap overlaps. Right, it says open the trap and it comes back up here and it has a little buffer and then it just checks if it detects anything. And I kind of want to say that like maybe it's like only if it's new entities. Only get new, right? Okay, here's what you do. You say any new question mark, new trapped animals. Let's see, so is empty. New trapped animals. If it's empty, then no, we don't have any new. If it's not empty, then that means yes. So if there's any new, if there's no new animals, then we just keep sending again. Alina! Ladies and gentlemen, Alina Matson. We should have, hold on, you know what? This calls for this. This calls for this kind of thing. This calls for this. This calls for this, and instead of intermission, yeah. Instead of intermission, we're grabbing Oreos. It's celebrating the life and legacy of Alina Matson. Okay, like that. Ladies and gentlemen, Alina Matson. Can we? To my audio viewers, I promise this is me clapping. I promise this is me clapping. You don't get that fucking treatment because you don't deserve it! That's why. Lamo. Is that like a cool new thing that people are saying, Lena? Lamo? Is that cool? What's that mean? I've never heard of that. What's Lamo? Stop. Alina Matson. Ladies and gents and non-binary fence. Enough of that. He made it worse. This is what happens. We all know what stop means. It's 2026, ladies and gentlemen. I know what stop means. They told me in Japan. All right? I got the skinny. In Japan, they gave me what stop really means. And it means more, is what it means. In Japan. But they're weird like that, you know? They're just so kooky over there. They're so weird and they're like living in the future, and stop means more. When did you get so cringe? Ban this piece of shit. Ban this piece of shit. Mod, singular, Booyah Grandma. Can you time out Alina Likes Cozy? She was the guest, but now she's just a yappy little shit. This is every day. That needs to stop. That can't be a thing. Japan, yeah, hold on, wait. Can we rewind it though? Because I will. Maybe it's Japan is the new Epstein. Okay. How you doing, Alina? How's it going? Alina said she was watching movies. I've been recommending a movie to her for ages, years probably at this point, that she still hasn't watched. I think she would love. I love it. You know when your friend says they really love a movie so much and then they recommend it to you and then you watch it because like you kind of want to get a little insight to what your friend's about and all that. Alina doesn't really do that. She just goes, oh, okay, sure, I'll put it on the list, and then does fuck all about it. That's not true. But she is taking forever watching a movie that I think she should really watch ASAP. Wow. So new trapped animals. Is this the last piece of logic I had to put on this thing? How dare you? Yeah. No, she's always on the verge of me saying I never want to talk to you again. New trapped animals, no. I think we should just run it, right? If there's any new ones. Get only new. Oh, but you know what's kind of fucked up? Is that if any leave, they're not receiving the event. So hang on. Get only new. Entities gone, not trapped. This should happen up here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. And then get animals gone. This can go here. So it could still kind of do a bunch of these calculations that it usually does. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This goes after that. Entity's gone, not trapped. There we go. This is how it's meant to be. There we go. So you get the proxies, get the only new, get the animals that are gone, tell the animals that are gone that they're not trapped anymore, and then you say, hey, are there any new ones? And if no, then just refresh. And if yes, then tell the new ones they're trapped, and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, I feel pretty confident that I can test this now. Okay, unique object FSM is pickup advanced. It just sends that. It tells it it's closing. Oh, if it's open, hang on. If it's open, then this needs to go to the closed state. So hang on. Is there any cheeky little events that are generic enough that I can object state pause? It would be cool if this was a global. Here, what if we did this? Custom state pause. And so when we close the trap, it'll send here, right? Your ads are making me want to treat my ED. It knows its audience, you know, the algorithm, man, who works in mysterious ways. Our Lord and Savior, the algorithm. It just knows us like that. So when it closes, you do a send event, game object FSM, overlaps, and then you say state pause. Yeah. So that goes here, and then it's just waiting for that. Okay, let's try it. Now that's pretty, that feels pretty airtight. Here we go. Look what I got you. Look what I got you. Okay. We could pick him up. We could put him down. Okay, so I'm taking this rabbit with me now. Okay. And then now I should be able to, yep, open it and it lets him free. Okay. Let's try to trap him again. Actually, hang on. Put that there. I'm gonna close it. Gonna open it. Okay, so that works too. Gonna put that in there. Oh. Oh, look at that. It's out of sync somewhere. So the trap overlaps. This needs to be sending the finished event, not complete. That's just a typo of sorts. Okay, that's pretty good. That was working pretty good. Oh, thank God. And I think if I ever come across a weird object that needs a little bit more, like, a little bit more levels of, like, dynamic interactions and stuff, then I'll be able to use this system. That's nice. Hey, look, got a carrot for you. Look, whoa, look it. Dumbass. Look, I have a carrot. There we go. Okay, so we should be able to put it in here. Okay. Pick it up. Put it down. Pick it up. Put it down. Got a little bunny in our cage. Okay. And then if I open it, what's he trying to do? Why does he try to go to the... Does he think this is food again? Hang on. Dude, he does. I thought I... Dude, this has been the most persistent and mysterious and annoying bug. So, bro is going to try, and will, if I just let him, he'll start eating all the parts of the cage. And it'll slowly start falling apart. And it's really funny to watch, because it's like, it'll start collapsing on itself as he eats each of its parts. And it's like really interesting and, you know, dynamic. But he shouldn't be able to do that. He sees those parts as food. He should... I don't know where he's fucking up too. It's like the foods found array. It gets calculated right. Use your default environment, and then it says get each, and then it says if it's food. The next object. What is this object? What is that? What is that empty game object? Egg? Because he sees that, right? That's that weird egg that I have out in the scene that I haven't deleted yet. Get FSM string, which is the object name, and you compare that, and if it's null, then it should send no, and it goes back and it gets the next thing. Maybe low tax? Yo, what's up, bro? Maybe low tax. What's good? Welcome in. Hello. How you doing? How you doing? I'm like, this rabbit in my fucking horror game is eating the cage that I'm trapping it in, and it's a weird. I thought I fixed it before, and it's fun to watch. It's funny to watch because the cage starts deteriorating and like falling over because it's like a physics object. But you shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't think it's food. Is it that? Is this array just like massive or something? Okay, I have kind of an idea. Let me see. Get FSM string gets the object name, and it compares that to this, which is nothing, and it also compares it to caret. Equal event is yes. Equal event. No, not equal event. Yeah, it's weird. We're just gonna go ahead and wipe all that shit once it restarts. Find food, detect objects. So we're gonna do remove all right at the top here. Foods found. May as well also just nuclear option, objects detected. Just clear everything before it does the physics check. All right, we're gonna play with our little rabbit again. Yo, can I see your game real quick? Like you play it? Yeah, I'm gonna play it right now. Just about to test it. So right now the thing I'm testing is the rabbit, or the woodland creatures. Oh, this piece of shit, come on. Look, I got a carrot for you. You can use them to find certain things that you need to make for like protection against the witch. Okay, so I put that little carrot in there. He goes for it, traps him. Okay, I can pick him up. He's in there. Okay, there's our little guy. And should be able to take him around. So he's starving in here now, right? And as long as he's starving, once he gets really hungry, he'll take me to like he just has like a, you know, an intuition, a sense for one of the things that I need to progress in the game. But right now I'm just testing out, making sure that this cage works correctly. Okay, yeah, so he's able to set free like that. Let me try to entice him again. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna open it again. Okay, hey, whoa. Also fire game, I actually like this a lot. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, there's so much more to it. This is one tiny little corner of the rest of the game. It's a very like systemic game. The game's out, but it's the old version that I released last year on Steam. It's called Witch Stories, and there's much fewer things to interact with. Oh, look at that, it didn't trigger again. Wait, it didn't trigger again. So let me see where it's getting caught. But I've been working for the last few months on a massive patch, a content patch, that I'm trying to put out as soon as I possibly can. That would have a ton of new systems, a ton of new content, endings, secrets, fucking just a bunch of new shit that you could do in it. And I think it's gonna be 5 times the size. So far it's like about like already that, so it might be more than 5 times the size of the original game. So you should definitely stay peeped. Wishlist it. Also, right now it's only $4.99. But I'm gonna hike the price up for sure, because this is such a massive update that the game is like just way bigger, and it's gonna be stupidly underpriced if I kept it at $5. I can't wait, bro. That sounds nice. You're living the dream. I've always wanted to upload a game. You absolutely can. You might have to kind of chip away or kind of manage your expectations for how big the game is or whatever, but like you know, that's up to you, and it's fully, that's a very, very achievable thing. I'll say this, people have uploaded some bullshit on there, and if you just put a little bit more time and effort, a little bit more heart, and you're not just a money-grubbing asshole, I bet you could make something and throw something up on Steam. I only got some on Itch, and I put some on YouTube. Right on. Right on. Yeah, do you make like devlogs and stuff like that? Also, where are you coming from? You're on Twitch, huh? Okay. I have a YouTube channel too, so I'm doing multi-streaming right now, and a lot of people that tune in are typically from people who have been watching my YouTube videos for years. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff too, you should check out I should have some links in my About section here. Do you mind checking it out right quick on YouTube? I really need feedback. I don't know where to go with my game. Sure, yeah. You know what you could do is you could send a link in chat. I won't do it right now on stream, but if you, I think you can see. Will this send to? Yeah, there we go. You can swing by my Discord, and you can also share it in there, get feedback on there, and I'll take a look after stream. Let's see. So what is wrong with the trap's up here, and it's asking if it detects anything. Oh, you know what it is? It's that it left. And then detect that currently trapped animals. Get animals gone. Currently trapped animals. Wait. Ah, look at that. Down here, currently trapped animals needs to get wiped. It needs to be set. Yeah. Okay, I know how to do that. So you say release currently trapped. And in here you do remove all currently trapped. Oh, but won't that, maybe that will kind of auto trigger it again, huh? I bet. Thank you, bro. I'm sending it right now. It's a body cam game. I think it's realistic. I don't know though. Sure. Yeah. Okay. My worry right now is that, like, if I, oh shit, if I, oh, who's this? Oh, Baby Lotex. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah, I've been streaming a lot more than usual. I come and go like the seasons, but lately I've kind of been on a bender, doing a lot of streaming. So you'll catch me around a lot more lately too. But yeah, my fear right now is that if I wipe this array of currently trapped animals, then when it runs again, it's going to think, yeah. It's going to think that if it doesn't run fast enough, it's going to think it's a newly trapped animal. And it's going to close on it right away. So the animals, oh, that's annoying. Let's see. Oh, if it, let's see, you say detect overlaps, right? And then you say you get proxies detected. If nothing's there, it should be empty. It should be detected objects is nothing. Detected objects proxies is nothing. So it should be null and null. And then you say detected objects proxies. Yeah, they'll have to keep coming back and checking out streams. Right on. Righteous. These arrays are being detected objects currently trapped and new trapped animals, right? get animals gone. Currently trapped animals. Entities gone. It sends that. Oh, animals gone. And then it says, are there any new, which is new trapped animals. That's tricky, that's tricky. Because I'm asking it to be running, checking. The hair was just in it, and the thing closed on it. Cool, that's a currently trapped animal. I open it, and so it's not trapped anymore. It should get an event that says, hey, I'm not trapped, and then currently trapped animals should kind of get wiped. It's almost like as if there needs to be an additional. Oh wait, but it shouldn't. You know what it is? I think I make like a buffer. I think I make a buffer that just says, like, when I've opened the trap, take a little bit longer before I go back. So you do wait, and you just wait like 2 seconds. And you kind of eat it, because you just like, well, if the fucking rabbit stayed in the trap when I opened it for more than 2 seconds, then that trap is just gonna close. And I think that that's fine. It's kind of a hacky way to do it, but it spares me the headache of coming up with, I don't know, another list of like currently in there and we're there last time, or some other weird shit. So let's see if this works. Where's this guy at? There he is. All right, check it out. Look what I got for you. All right. Okay. And if I close it, open it, close it, open it, that all works. Put the carrot in there, goes for it, closes it. I could pick him up, put him down, pick him up, put him down. Can open it. He gets away. Oh, does he see the carrot? No. Try to bring him back. Okay. And so now it should close on him again. Yep, good. Okay. Seems to be all in working order. I'm gonna do one last test. Let me see. Open it. Hang on, do you see this? Yeah, okay, good. And then I'm gonna close it and open it again. Put it in there. Yep. Okay. Trap seems pretty good. Pretty good. What I do want to change really quick though is where this is being held in the player's view, because it's kind of different from how I originally. So we're going to be moving down. Maybe if we tilt it too, like, nope. Should we spin it? No. How about this way? Maybe something like that, honestly. That's actually not too bad. If I make it... Or what if I put it off to the side? Oops. No, because I kind of feel like you'd carry it in front of you. This actually isn't bad. You can still kind of see it. Okay. Copy, copy. Boom. And then paste. See how that looks. Where you at, Gov? Hey, you are. Yep. That's nice, actually. The idle animations need to loop. Yeah, because he kind of just stays still after that. Yeah, it all works very nicely. But he's still targeting that goddamn thing like it's food. I could tell. That's just the way he moves. He's like going back and forth right now. That is the weirdest thing. Oh wait, no he's not. Okay, maybe he's just trying to path behind me, but I keep getting in the way. What paused that? Uh-oh. Where did Bro get put? Is he still a child of it? Where did the hair go? Hair. He is still a child of it. Oh, why didn't he get unparented? Cage. Release currently trapped. Detached children. That didn't work? Or he's in there right now, is that why? I don't know what paused it though. Yeah, it should. Detached children. Look, he's kind of sticking out of the box when I do that. Destroy children is my favorite one. Yeah, there's some funky things happening in here. What is it says set destination can only be called on an active agent that has been placed on a nav mesh. I think he's trying to path before let's see, on his, what is it called? Trapped? Yeah, because all of these reset on exit. So what I could do, so it doesn't throw that, even though it kind of fixes itself after, what I could do is just make it so that in trapped, these don't reset on exit. And instead I just flip them around when enable. Let me make this happen in order. So the nav mesh agent is on by the time these turn on. Okay, that shouldn't happen anymore. Not a big deal, but it's clean. It's clean. Let's take a look at the checklist. The conversation then goes, okay, so that's the familiar template. The cage should have floor to carry animals when picked up. Yep. So this one checklist item turned into my whole ass afternoon. But it's done. trapped familiar dialogue. Ooh, so this is kind of interesting because now it's like if you talk to the familiar, if it got trapped, do familiars, let me see, familiar. So we can trap a familiar. This is so interesting. I love how these things come about. I didn't think of this at first. I have to admit, this one kind of snuck up on me, and I like it a lot. Because I have all the logic in there for trapping a normal rabbit. And the familiar, when it sees you, it'll stop doing the whole finding food and wandering thing. But if it doesn't see you, it'll keep trying to live its life kind of almost as a normal hare would. And in that way, we can kind of do a little set it and forget it thing and then go hide in the bushes or something. And then it'll trap the familiar. And then if we go talk to it, it should respond to us differently. You know, there should be a whole separate conversation. So if you go to familiar, then we're laughing about hiding at the border. At the border? What's the border? So if we, let me see, how do I check this? At the very beginning, it does a check. And it basically says, oh, wait a minute. Because the familiars are fucking, damn it. Okay, I have to make a decision right now. The original idea was that I would just spawn in familiars so that like they're kind of maybe even endless. But now it's like it might make more sense to just have a few like bespoke ones. Like maybe I just have a hare and a raven, and that's kind of it. And because yeah, in the past I was like, oh yeah, there'll be like, you know, 3 ravens and 3 hares. They're all wandering around. I guess it still could be that way, but yeah, this isn't going to be as dynamic anymore. But everything else is still so crazy. The familiars are fucking? What? What? Oh, wait, was there, hold on, was there, did you see this one? Is that what this conversation? Yo, dog, you want to live forever? Nah, I'm good. I got godson. Yeah, that sounds kind of sick, I guess. Bet, way sick. Too bad your god sucks ass. Back the fuck up, homeboy. Ain't no stupid big gonna talk shit about my dude Jesus. For real, on God of God. That's a placeholder conversation. The familiars are fucking. Oh, yeah, like you clip the clippable headliner, the title. Okay, I do have to eat it then. I have to eat it. I can't just spawn these in as like prefabs or whatever. They're gonna have to be kind of like scene objects. That's okay. It's like I shouldn't flood the whole fucking game with them anyway. I only wanted to keep a few. Not a big deal. But what is interesting is like now these conversations, they're going to have to be per animal. I was writing these conversations to be sort of modular so that the ravens could use them too. I'm gonna change this. What is this fucking Euro trash? Actually, I can't do this. We need to mix it up. Search. Popular. That is not reggae. Some Titan this site is so aggravating. Okay. I need to think this one out. What time is it right now? You know what I might do? I might take a little break. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I think I'm gonna take a little break and come back later. I'm gonna have a little din, chew on this for a minute. Yeah, that is the plan. That is the plan. So, we're going to come back a little later tonight, and we still got a good show for you. Good break. Yeah, it's a good break. I think the new crate is going to be like one of my favorite things already. I like to play with this. I like to catch a rabbit and then walk around the crate, especially when I make the animations loop. I forgot to literally just check the loop option on those animations, but it's gonna be cool walking around with a little crate and to see like the animals inside of it kind of like doing their thing. And then especially that kind of implies like what you could do with them after, right? Like where I'm gonna take this animal, or just whatever it is. I feel like there's a lot of fun little implications that come in there. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out how I should do these conversations in a way that I could use them on all the animals instead of just one at a time. It might be as simple as like a value, like a whatchamacallit, like a string that says like current familiar conversant or whatever, and then I could just pick their name and I can kind of have their names in my head or something, and then at runtime I could just set like any ints or bools that'll just be specific to whatever that whatever that animal is. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Booyah, thanks for hanging out. KP702, Killer Potato, the OG brown vegetable of all the OG brown vegetables. I hope you enjoyed your eggs today. Maybe low tax, which is something I'm gonna have to get used to saying. It's really hard for my eyes to parse that. But thanks for swinging by. I'll check out what you sent me on Discord. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Probably after dinner, but yeah, definitely before stream or something, I'll shoot you a message. Who else? Oh, Alina was here, but she was being total sourpuss when I tried to celebrate her life and her legacy. I don't know if Alina's still around. Alina Matson, ladies and gentlemen. Who else is here? If Fanny is still in chat, thanks for all the wet downs. Always keeping me wet. Always keeping me so wet for you. And I'm scrolling. Oh, Zoidsec from the top. I don't know if Zoidsec's still here either. But thanks for swinging by. If you're going to watch the VOD later, here's me acknowledging your presence as a human being. Zoidsec, thanks for hanging out. And is there any other OGs I'm missing? Nope. Alright, losers. Creamers. I'm gonna go make a bowl of instant ramen. See you later. Peace, peace, peace.